Wait, give me the link to the stream.
Okay, well.
I've debated Noodles before.
Are there gonna be people talking in the comments?
Yeah, there probably will be. Do you want me to disable it or something?
Wait,
No.
where am I?
No,
Am
I
I
just want to
watching
be
it
able to read them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
Am I watching through your stream, or am I, like, watching it separately?
You can watch it through my stream. Watch it through the stream, trust me.
Watching through the stream, and then we read the comments separately. I don't know.
Yeah, you can read the comments separately. Like, how I do it is I just have, like, the stream opened on my phone and turned all the way down.
Let's open this. Okay.
So...
You should always wait about 2 to 3 minutes before actually starting, because then the people can join. So
yeah, I know.
That's what I do on my stream.
No, fucking...
What's up, Shush and Black Man Joe?
Yeah, going at it already.
I'm Newbie Noob. I have no idea who the fuck that is. But
Oh, Newbie Noob, the legend. I know who that is. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, Spaz, what's up? A slow assassin.
Slow assassin.
He's assassinating, but slow.
What's going on,
The Hokage? Hokage.
He's here.
The Hokage has arrived.
Man, these names, bro. They're killing me.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some popularity in the building, guys.
What's up, Sunny D?
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this part. This part's about to be funny. What's going on, Sunny D?
Sunny D.
You're my favorite morning drink that I can't have anymore.
So as context for why I'm here, I have barely any idea what's happening. Noodles just wanted me on here to see my reaction.
Yeah,
so
that's what he's doing.
That's why I'm here. I have no idea really what's happening. So
Your
Yeah,
reaction's probably going to be the best.
yeah,
Nah, you're just funny, so I figured it'd be interesting.
It's going to be raw, that's why. Like, the reaction's raw.
Zachary Charbonnet. Is it Charbonnet or Charbonnois? I don't know.
Charbonneau?
I have no idea. Rosal 3. What's up?
What's going on, Roselle?
Noodles. Noodles.
Noodles. Yes, he's Noodles.
Hour. Billy. Then you got Billy up in here.
Billy Willie.
Billy?
Nate.
IDK how I missed this? Well, I mean, it just began, so you didn't miss it.
No, he missed the debate is what he means.
Uh,
I don't know how you missed it either, Sixpence. It's your fault.
what's up, Punk?
Ryder.
Ryder.
Punk Ryder.
Rydedge.
Billy H.
How many viewers do you usually get in here?
Not this many. Already, like...
Oh, okay.
Like 15. I don't usually stream that often, so... It's just like a thing I don't do, but I figured like instead of like me making a breakdown video, it'd just be easier if we just streamed it and it'd be funnier. So, oh, the memes are so good. I can't wait to just drop some of those.
You flashing some of those on stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them up.
Dude.
I'm gonna show everyone. Noodles, you slapped him. Why is this debatable? It's not really debatable, but Happy apparently thinks I conceded or something. So we're gonna go over it. We're gonna break everything down.
Bro, how do you look at the chat on mobile? What the fuck?
You just click on live chat. He had to open the video and click live chat.
I'm on mobile though. Like
I'm on mobile. Here, I'll screenshot it. I'll send it to you.
All right, yeah, where?
How did you not?
Hold on, no.
He said no.
My shit looks different, I think.
Yeah, this. Like, you can see live chat at the top. It's next to the like and dislike stuff.
No, mine doesn't have that.
I guess you just lose. How were you seeing it before?
Don't forget to dislike the stream.
Well, I can see it on my PC, but I only have one monitor, so like I wanted to open it up on my phone so I could read while I watch the stream.
Is your YouTube like out of date or something? Check out the
Seth,
memes I
50
posted
years
on
old,
Discord.
confirmed.
Alright, I'll peep them here in a minute.
That's what it looks like on my fucking phone, right?
The premise machine is Happy's new name. That's all I gotta say. He spits him out like a machine gun.
Damn, Punk Raid Edge is dogging on you, Seth.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Seth the boomer.
Damn,
Dude,
Izzy
I
Tosh.
literally just set the picture and it's not the same as what Noodle said. And I just don't have the option to click it.
Oh yeah, he
He
is getting
said
mayonnaise.
after that crow's
Click
feet pop
click
up.
that little arrow at the top, like the description arrow, like how you normally see the description. Why does your YouTube look so old? You need to update that.
It's not
Like
old.
you may not be a boomer in regards to finding the chat, but you're a boomer for not updating. That's for sure.
You can't update. You can update a browser. Like you just update your browser.
Yeah, you can up. It's an app. You're on browser.
Well, it's not. I'm not on the app. Yeah, I'm on.
Oh,
browser.
are you on
Get
like?
the app real
Are you on like Safari or Chrome or something?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it there.
I don't give a fuck. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, check where the comments are,
I can see them.
There's-
or at least where they would be.
There's nothing.
We're not gonna be
there. I
reading them
can't-
that much anyway. We're gonna be like listening to the debate and stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me if you. Let me see if this works real quick. No, I'm just talking
Am I
normal. I've talked. Can you guys hear it? I listened to our old debate. I'm pretty sure I talked the exact same way. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, maybe you're gonna need mic or something.
All right. Yeah, I did. I have a Yeti. That's probably what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah. See, before you.
All right. Before we start, real quick for context, this is our immediate reaction. Seth literally has no idea what's going on. And
I have no idea.
Yeah, I just brought him here. Me and Kosu, just to give some context to the situation that happened. Kosu basically had a war with Happy on TikTok, making videos back and forth. There's one video in particular that started it all that involved me and another Discord user, Nairobi's Calc, which obviously drew issues with me. And it ended up becoming like this thing where Happy was saying that he beat me or whatever, and that he was saying I was ducking him and all kinds of crazy stuff. So this was basically the debate that ensued after a month of me sorting it out. So here we go. You guys ready?
Let's get it.
All right, Seth, you good?
Yep.
I don't think you had that.
I've definitely gotten better mic quality. Okay.
This whole conversation. This
yeah.
whole conversation
Anyway,
is so awkward.
He's awkward. It was hard to talk to him.
Like y'all are having like this like anxious like pre-fight like combo.
Listen,
like,
it was 1 a.m. I was about to go to bed, and I get a message just from Happy. It's like, let's fucking do this, bro, right now.
I miss the old days when people used to talk shit, and then when they got in call, they were still about the smoke, bro. What happened?
I was completely nice to him the entire time. Okay, there was one
nice mic, bro.
Yeah, he was. Wow, you sound different. Like I was like, how am I supposed to respond to that? Like, what do you? Okay, whatever. Let's listen to this debate. Listen to this very beginning. It's very important. Listen to what I get him to agree to topic wise. We talked about in DMs a while ago was like I wanted to talk to you about that video you had made, the original video about like Naya's calc and stuff. And
So, yep.
one of the major things that I wanted to talk about was you were saying that versus battle like removed inaccessible speed for a reason, and you disagreed with like inaccessible speed.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess we can just start with that topic then, and we can move to other things if we want. Okay. So right now the topic we are debating. I just got him to agree that we were debating about like his video and like his comments about them removing inaccessible speed. So really quickly, just keep that in mind. So the first thing I want to show you is I have all the links for every revision made on the versus battle speed tier list. Go to main chat. Actually, I'll just put it in debating. Yeah, so here's all the links. And basically, versus battle never had inaccessible speed to begin with. So no, they never removed it for a reason. Hush mode.
Actually,
Noodles, how did you even
realize
obtain
privated
these?
everything
What'd you say?
Since they were going to change.
How did you even obtain like every possible era of versus wiki?
Naya's a
like,
wizard. I don't know how he did it. He just did. He sent me all the stuff. Like,
did he time machine? Like, and like even then, like, how do you even like? Did he send one of every single day of like the fucking
Okay.
How did you prove it?
So how did it work is VSB, or I think wikis in general, but VSB has a revision page and you can see all of the revisions that were ever made, and he grabbed the earliest one of every year since versus battle wiki has been a thing, which was like 2014 2015. I can't remember which one it is, but he grabbed like every year where they like had the speed page listed and just basically showed every year that they never had inaccessible speed listed. And you can maybe argue, okay, what if they did it like in between a year, right, or something like that? But then I also just posted the entire revision thread, and it's not listed there either. So They never have had inaccessible speed on their speed list, but Naya is the one who found it all. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just gonna ask because I already knew that like they didn't have it because Naya had made a thread for it in like 2019, like proposing it to Versus Battle Wiki. And I remember that was the first time inaccessible speed had been like proposed or whatever. So
Right, I know Parrot and Naya were trying to popularize it. So
yeah, exactly right. And they were like the first people who were really like even talking about it. So they like proposed the Versus Battle Wiki all the way back then. So I already knew they didn't have it. I just didn't have. I was basically gonna just say, can you just show me where they have like posted it? But then I was like, nah, I got a better idea, and he just sent me all of that. I was like, okay, this works. Like this works too. But
alrighty,
Yeah.
works.
To a different app. So
No,
what was
I
discussed
literally
in
know.
forums?
I actually have the page where they list every single revision that they've ever done, and you can't private it. It's on a wiki, like it's a public wiki. Like that's just
but that's not
this is
true
basically
because I have a lot of different things that they've even stated as rules in the past, and they've privated them now. Like
Okay.
only admin staff or specific people have access to some of these conversations. Like
Can you go ahead and
why
show me
inaccessible
then?
speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
so here's an example of something that no longer exists. Try finding this. This was like posted by the regarding Saitama that Hoshi feet equals planet or star, right? You can't find that anymore.
That's because they deleted the page.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they didn't
This
delete
happens
the.
all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, no, they didn't delete the revision page. In fact, I can just link you the revision page. Like,
Yeah, so
as long as the revision
even
has
if you
been
go
made.
into Google right now and you type in certain topics like Kaguya star or Momoshiki star, you go click on some of those links and they don't appear anymore. It says this has been privated.
So if you look,
That's
yeah,
one of the topics. Like
Yeah, I understand that
inaccessible
they can delete pages, but a revision page is considered its own individual page, and it'll list all of the revisions ever made on that page. And you can't private individual revisions; it only shows on that page. That's how the wiki works. And if you want, here's the actual revision page, and nowhere on there did they ever list inaccessible speed. And the links I had posted above were from 2015 and 2014, which was when Versus Battle first started, all the way up to 2021. So no, they never had inaccessible speed all the way back when they first started up till now. In fact, I know of a thread where Naya proposed inaccessible speed, and for the most part they agreed with it. Their major issue was that a lot of their infinite speed characters would be actually considered inaccessible speed, and there'd be very few infinite speed characters left. So they denied it on that basis. Not that inaccessible speed was actually incorrect, just that it would basically make infinite speed kind of like minor.
Still proves exactly what I said, that it would be inconsistent, because then you have all these different inconsistencies. You'd have some people in inaccessible and some people in infinite speed.
That's not inconsistent. That just means that the tier itself would just be really small.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay, so
buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I kind of see. Yeah, I can kind of see like where.
it's not inconsistent, right? It's literally just like, well, the tier's not that useful anymore, so we're not gonna do that. The tier, like,
You
infinite
just
speed would be
move
useful.
people over.
Yeah, it's just,
I was even thinking like, what could Happy go from here? And like, he's just trying to make like a rhetorical argument, because I mean
Yeah.
it's an appeal to authority, and appeal to authority isn't like objective, right? So like, he's just trying to make a rhetorical argument, like, oh, even Versus Wiki wouldn't use that shit, like just to convince people on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
So like,
He's a
I
fan
was
of that.
assuming his next argument would be like, well, they thought it was so dumb they would never include it, but then like you brought up, obviously, like, well, they said it was fine, but it would like fuck with their own system or
yeah,
something.
it was just like it's too small, like, which is weird to me because they have like hyperversal as a tier, and there's like not that many hyperversal characters, So I don't really know why they said that. Like they are inconsistent about like how they do tiering, I guess. But
is this argument even like critical to the
no,
overall?
No,
he,
No.
absolutely
you
not.
this will be prevalent for the rest of the debate. He pivots like a motherfucker. Like he'll pivot
Oh,
every 3
Side
seconds.
steps like a big...
Why does he pivot from this?
Wow. So the reason he pivots is basically he has this strategy, or at least what I think it is. It's like he'll say a bunch of points in a row, right?
Okay.
And he'll like talk over me a bunch. And I went back and rewatched our old debate, or whatever, because I still have the file. By the way, he said I deleted it or whatever, but I still have it. It's just really long, so I haven't gotten around to like sorting through it yet and like actually uploading it or anything. But and he'll like like I'll get him on a point, right, and he'll shift off of it. That way he won't like agree to it or like dispute it further, but he'll move on to another point. I guess like in hopes people will forget about it or to like try and overwhelm you is like the two things. So he's just shotgunning.
His tactic is basically like sidestep then immediate shotgun.
Yeah.
Happy, if I were you, if Happy is watching, I'd say backtracking or even giving up just a raw rhetorical point or even steel manning it is not like important to the debate, really. Like it's that type of language is mainly to convince like your audience, but it's not really like a strong debate tool, you know, like because when you debate someone, like if you were to debate like Webcam Parrot or Noodles or, you know, even anybody that's like edgy about it, like that's like not charitable, they'll just argue the validity of that rhetoric, like how valid it is to the discussion. I mean, like you can literally just disregard it and your whole premise could still be valid. Like you're just trying to convince people outside of the actual argument with that. So you don't be scared to backtrack on that at all. Like that's not even like, yeah, people are like, well, that's an L, but like at the end of the day, yeah, he took one of your pieces on the chessboard, bro, but you're not in checkmate, bro. You can still win.
Yeah, exactly. And that was like a big thing. Like he starts arguing later, well, that's not what I meant overall. And I'm like, well, yeah, I wasn't attacking what you said overall. This was like one of the specific points I had, because I told him like I didn't think his entire video was dog shit. Like I did agree with him on one point specifically. So it's like, of course, I just had an issue with that point, and we had multiple topics lined up that we were going to talk about. This wasn't meant to be the only debate. It just happened to be the only debate because he kept like pivoting and moving on to different points. And it got to the point where I was frustrated. I'm like, man, if we can't even get past something like this simple, like why would I want him to debate him on something as convoluted as like Uni Naruto? You know, which I've already done, by the way. It's like really long, so I'll probably end up having to chop down the unimportant bits of that. I may just upload the raw recording too.
I don't blame him if he does freak out, because I mean, like, obviously those guys on TikToks are fucking animals, bro. Like, they're like, yo, body. Like, oh my god, dude, they don't understand.
Yeah.
But Happy, that's because they don't understand debate. Like, they don't get it. Like, so I mean, I know it's like kind of embarrassing or whatever, but like, you're not losing technically. Like, you just gotta articulate that, you know? So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Anyway.
No, it does, because if they have two different definitions, which according to your character profiles fandom wiki, they're two different things. They're not the same. Yeah, that's an inconsistency.
No, it's not an inconsistency. It's just that they consider that they're considering them the same part of the tier, because what they're not doing is they're not labeling infinite speed characters as infinite speed directly. What they're doing is they're considering that a category that includes both infinite and inaccessible speed. It's not actually just some like individual category. Does that make sense? Like it's a label, not an actual, like their tiers are like hyperversal, multiversal, you know, those are just names that they made up for each tier, and that works the same way with speed. This is just what they consider. So what your argument was literally that they removed it for a reason, but they never had it to begin with, so it's impossible for them to remove it. And if you have an issue with that, you can show me where they had it at some point in the speed page. But I've looked through them all, and they've never listed it anywhere.
I feel like the longer this
Looking
goes,
through your
it's
links,
just
and I don't understand. Wait.
the longer he doesn't backtrack on the point, the more people are gonna like focus on it. Like, dude, if he just dropped this point, it's not even like a point really. It's like if this was a chessboard, this is like a pawn, bro. Like,
yeah.
just drop the pawn, all right?
Yeah.
But like,
give it up and move on to the next debate. Like,
the more you focus on this fucking part here, the more people are also going to focus on it. So like, if you dropped it right now, and then you ended up having an hour-long debate on anything else, people would not harp on you for this part at all. Like, no one would care. Like, they'd forget about it. So like, the sooner you realize, okay, this is unimportant, it's not that big of a deal, you drop it and move on, the sooner people will forget about it, and the more power you'll have later in the discussion. Like, but if you do it for fucking 40 minutes and then you're like, oh shit, I guess it doesn't even matter. It's like, well, you know.
Do you have precog? Like, you actually you'll see later, but you actually
no. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, like, Happy's not like the fucking. He's not like. He hasn't been debating for like fucking 10
yeah,
plus
I'm not gonna
years,
get mad at him for it. You know, it was just like.
But
I think his
I mean,
reaction was really dumb. I think he was being very petty. but-
ironically enough, that's a rhetorical strategy that you got to learn, I guess, is like when you drop it's
know,
okay to
know when to
quickly
fold
drop
them.
it.
Know when to fold your cards. You know, don't be stubborn about it, because this became the debate after this. You know, this was this was just one point I had. Like we were gonna go on to
It doesn't
Naruto.
even matter
Yeah.
either. Like what does versus wiki matter about Universal Naruto?
Yeah,
or Hagoromo?
all the entire point of me even talking about this was just me basically calling out like what I thought was an appeal to authority. You know, that was the entire reason I even brought it up in the first place. Just like discussing my issues with his video. Right, this was one issue. This was probably the most minor issue that I had. Right.
Yeah.
So like that kind of idea, and he's just not willing to drop it, or you know, like he's just super stubborn for no reason. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
Well, I don't
feel
know.
like-
I don't know about your guys' drama or whatever. I'm just saying, if he wants to be more convincing and he feels like he internally, like as long as it's not actually like, so like I'm assuming the point is he has Universal Naruto and Noodles has the negation, right? So like I'm assuming this is just like a side point or something in a video he made, like shit talking.
Yeah.
So like if he just recognized it was a side point and wasn't relevant to the fucking overall game, he could have just like came out like looking better, like, you know.
yeah, he could have dropped it and went to like the real meat and potatoes, which he does recognize that it was a side point. He says it later in the debate. So
Yeah, but
It's
he
just-
still continued on with it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna fault him for that. Like he's still learning, but like it's
Well, you should
yeah,
fault him
it-
for it. It's like you shouldn't like hold
it's
it too
just-
bad, you know.
just in the future, just like I would just drop, like if it's like even then you could just be like, all right, I'll just steel man you on it. Let's continue our conversation. Dude, just say that. Just say I'll steel man you on it. Let's just continue our conversation. It's not that important. If you said that, nobody would care. Nobody.
Yep.
Not a
Absolutely.
single fucker would care, and you can get back. You can get to the real meat of the argument. So
That's what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do.
And
You
I
know-
feel like it was just like his immense sense of pride that just would not allow him to drop it.
Yeah, and you know that was like the entire thing was like if someone catches me on something like that, like I'm just gonna drop it. Like I already know, like it's it. Like it's over. But on that point, at
but
least
you
we
gotta
can find
gauge the
something else.
significance.
Yeah, so this was very insignificant, but because he wouldn't drop it, it became the debate. You know, that was it.
yeah,
That, like,
he made it significant, and so like it became like its own like meat and potatoes. So it's
yeah, like, you know.
yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
you getting these from?
You can go back. What you do is, if you go on Google, Nye was the one you can show you, but you can look at the date at the top, and it'll show you the date of each revision. And I went and on that page got the
Oh, there you
revision
go.
from every year. So, yeah, they never had inaccessible speed on the page ever. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm clicking through them now.
Okay. Pretty sure this is a period of silence, so I might skip it. Click on the first link and click on the last link. They're much different. Like they don't even have I don't even think they have a relevant speed on the
Here we
first
go.
link. Yeah,
More silence.
they even like considered omnipresent a speed tier back then. Like you're like what the range is and things like that. Then like look at this link. They even had like omnipresence listed as speed in 2014 or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely different. And they've also updated each tier like what the range is and things like that. So yeah, other than because like they have hyperversal as a tier, like reason Corey. Which is kind of weird to me anyway, because like they have hyperversal as a tier, like regular hyperversal, which doesn't have that many characters in it. He was silent for so long, I just kept having to talk to like.
Yeah, I mean,
You gotta fill the dead air.
me and Parrot talked about this like years ago, fucking years ago. It's crazy, but years ago that yeah, Versus Wiki has a very arbitrary like just naming system. Like what they define as multiversal is very arbitrary.
Yeah.
So like obviously a lot of their criteria are arbitrary. So what Versus Wiki does is like you make a concession that you have to make arbitrary limits for these things, but then you can objectively analyze something that would fall under that category after making the arbitrary like foundation or axiom. So like basically they make these arbitrary systems just to make a more objective system afterward. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. Individual. All right, almost there. Okay, that was like 3 minutes of silence. Come on.
I haven't said the word axiom
specifically
in like a year.
I'm looking for in the discussion rules. There was like a where they've privated all these different.
Yeah, they can private
conversations.
individual page. They can private like
No, but
pages.
that includes like the discussion of like whether they were going to use inaccessible speed or not. And as you said, I think you found that thread that even Nairobi was a part of, talking about inaccessible speed. And I believe that was in 2019. And I remember reading through them, and they literally said, "No, we're going to remove this because there's too many inconsistencies that we see." And then you said it yourself with infinite speed.
No, they didn't actually disagree with inaccessible speed at the end of the thread. They said they never said they were going to remove it. They never even had it in the first place.
The tiering system says otherwise. The fact that it doesn't have it.
Yeah, the tiering system never had it to begin with, so they couldn't have removed it.
But if they're aware of it and they discussed it and they don't use it, that still means they didn't use it.
Okay, them not using it and them removing it are two separate things, right?
Did you already
Which is
clarify?
why they were actually.
I'll clarify in a minute. I already know what you're
Did you already talk about Naya doing that or going over it with them?
Yeah,
or
I said
not
that
yet?
towards the beginning. I told them that like Naya literally got them to agree.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, and they did end up privating the thread, I think, but I can't remember if they did. Okay, hold on. Before you go into that, like we can talk about the reason why they didn't have it in the first place. But your argument was specifically they removed it because they disagreed with it, right? But they never had it to begin with, so they never removed it. So that claim is incorrect.
If it was in discussion, that means that they were actually considering.
Yeah, so before I go on at this point, so what he's saying here is like, I already kind of addressed this earlier in the argument. He's saying like, well, they don't use it, therefore they think it's wrong, right? For one, they don't think it's wrong. Like, Naya got them to agree that it was probably correct, or at least most of the people on the thread ended up agreeing. They just didn't want to use it because it would make infinite speed too small of a tier. Like, there wouldn't be too many characters with actual infinite speed. Like, I already kind of, said that earlier. So, this,
I think he circled around that point, like, often throughout the debate.
Yeah, I bring it up again later, and I also, say later that, infinite speed does actually use inaccessible speed. So Versus Battle Wiki is technically using the inaccessible speed definition. It's just under infinite speed. It's like their category label. Infinite speed isn't just moving infinite distance on Versus Battle. It's also moving in no time, and there's a bunch of different things that can qualify you for infinite speed. It's a range, just like all their other tiers. It's an arbitrary range. Just because it's called infinite speed doesn't mean it goes against that idea. So anyway. No, the reason Naya has
deciding not to have it and then removing it, then yeah.
No, they never decided to have it even. They literally said the reason why they didn't want to use it was because it would make infinite speed just too small. Infinite speed just too small.
One thing here is that if the thread was privated, Happy could call you out for bullshitting. That's that's an attack you could have done, Happy. You could have called them out for potentially bullshitting and even if you really want to keep this point, try to make Noodles look bad at least. Oh well, you're just fucking lying. Prove it, bitch, prove it. And then he's well, the thread was private, and okay, well you can't prove it then, so shut the fuck up. And then even if Noodles comes up with a new argument, you kind of get some kind of fucking oomph, to talking. But yeah. But you're not calling it out. You gotta you gotta be a really good skeptic when you're trying to argue these rhetoric debates a lot. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's always relying on and the argument against that would just literally be well, his claim is actually the one that requires proof, right? He has to show that Versus Battle even considers it in the first place.
And that's obviously the
issue with
the cycle that will destroy him.
Yeah, he'll keep he can try to rhetorically play around it all he wants, but it's actually his burden.
He has the burden.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but so anyway. That was the reason.
This
and they never had it.
Okay, so the reason why this is relevant, right, is why inaccessible speed is not a valid speed scale.
Oh, and
And
before we move on to this is a separate point. I need
No,
you
no,
to
it's
like
not
at
moving on.
least-
This is before what you
Here's
brought
where
in,
it starts.
right?
No,
The
hold on.
original claim.
The claim right Here we now is go. whether or not they removed
No.
infinite speed. So we have to go over that before we move
Well,
on.
Hey, he tries to
I remember I
change
watched
his
the first. Hold on,
no.
hold on one
You
second.
said you're gonna claim.
Yeah, did you hear what he said? Like he
What'd he
tries.
say?
Hold on, yeah, I'll go back a little bit. So right now we're just literally talking about whether or not they removed it off of inaccessible speed, right? Or removed inaccessible speed. So let me go back a little bit. That was the reason,
This
and they never had it.
doesn't. Okay, so the reason why this is relevant, right, is why inaccessible speed is not a valid speed scale.
Okay, so he's changing
Okay,
it.
so is that not? I mean, so he's okay. So the original point he made was he feels as though inaccessible isn't relevant, and then he brings up versus wiki as a supporting point.
Yeah,
Or
literally, he's like
Okay.
saying versus Riki removed it off of it. So
okay, so I mean, I guess like it's kind of a miswording from both of you here. Like I think one, if he really just wants to change to that subject, he should just say, okay, I'll steel man you on that. But the whole point, reason I brought it up was because of this.
Yeah.
But like, and then Noodles should say, fuck, I actually just forgot right when I was saying what Happy said.
it was the
Yeah,
tippies.
Yeah, it was
I
the
probably
tippies.
should have just told him that, like, yeah, it's like a separate point, but we can move on from her, you know, like whatever, like it,
No. Okay, sorry. No. Noodles should have said. Sorry, my brain lagged earlier. But Noodles should have said, "Well, I want you to drop this point first." So, like, okay, either Noodles needs to hammer. No, I want you to either drop this point or just admit you don't have anything going for it, or Happy needs to say, "I'll steel man you on it. Let's move on to why I even brought it up." Okay, so like, there's a little bit of a miswording from both, but
Hey, Mr.
yeah.
Programmer, just wait.
What?
You'll see.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Oh, and before we can move on to this is a separate point. I need
No,
you to
it's
like
not
at
moving on.
least-
This is before what you've brought in, right?
No,
the
hold on.
original claim.
The claim right
No,
now is whether or not they
no,
removed
no.
infinite speed. So we have to go over that before we move
Well,
on. Because I remember I watched our
Technically,
first.
if you-
Hold on
No.
one
You
second.
said you're gonna claim the video. You can't just cut me off when you've had plenty of chance to talk.
I know, but like you're trying to move on.
No,
I watched our
we're
first
going
debate
from
and
the
you did this a
same-
lot.
I'm not moving on, dude. Listen.
Okay, then
I'm trying
agree to me that
I'm
they never
trying to
removed
clarify.
inaccessible speed, and then we can move
Yeah.
on. See, I did it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, got him.
Okay.
And-
First
I know
of
you.
all,
I know you don't
the
like him, but you
initial
could have
claim
worded it
was-
nicely.
I know.
Yeah, and he would have agreed probably.
He was already too. Okay.
I
He
think
came in
the way to deal with Happy is you have to like kind of befriend him in the argument.
Yeah,
You know, like
at-
that's kind of what you
Dude,
do.
I tried.
At this point, though, like, I'm not. I would probably tell you after the stream, but like the way that he interacted with me, it was not gonna be like a nice, friendly argument. Although he did in the beginning come at me like, "Wow, you sound better." Like, but like,
Yeah, but that's just that anxious pre-fight like pussy
Yeah.
shit I was talking about,
yeah, like that was a bit weird.
That
But
shy girl.
yeah, like the way he was
Yeah.
DMing me, like he was heated, he was hyped up and ready to go. So I didn't think there was gonna be like normally I usually I do try to be nice to people. That way they are more willing. Because some people you like, I feel like if people are really passive, right, you should be aggressive with them. But if people are aggressive, you should be passive with them because aggressive people tend to chill out when you're like nice. And then passive
Yeah.
people tend to like cower when you're like aggressive. You know what I mean?
Like, what was it? Like, I was watching a stream and like people were like, Seth's rhetoric is good, but it has some flaws. Like, he'll like nervously laugh in the middle of his debates. I'm like, bro, that's not nervous laughter. Like, even Clyde knew what it was. It's like the reason I laugh when I'm like, if I'm winning a debate, I only laugh when I'm winning a debate or if it's like friendly.
Yeah.
Because if you can get the other person to start laughing with you, it's much easier to get them to like go down. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they think it's like it's not hostile. It's not like as like volatile if they concede or yield on something. So like, yeah, these certain strategies need to be considered with Happy. I don't, but like maybe Noodles wants to just absolutely destroy Happy. But if that's the case, he should probably be more aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go big or go home. There's no in between.
Yeah.
You know, can't be like a little baby about it. You gotta either like go real hard, which I wasn't trying to go real hard. I was just trying to like pin him on this point, right? I just wanted to get him to like get this out the way because that sets up the rest of the debates, right? Like if I can get him to agree to this, right, he'll probably be easier to get him to agree to things later in the debate, right? So that's why I wanted to start with this point, because I felt like this was like the most like blatant and obvious, like, okay, I was wrong about that, you know, but not really. He was not willing at all, so shows you the stubbornness. But anyway,
Jordy is the best debater.
I don't know about that. Kira's kind of a weapon compared to that guy.
Kira's kind of beastly, yeah.
No, he's not. Shut up.
He is. He's a troll, but he's kind of a beast.
Too much of a troll. I can't.
When
handle him.
he's serious, he's kind of a beast.
Yeah, he's good. Better than
I like
Jordy.
it too.
But anyway.
I like it too.
Never about inaccessible speed.
I asked you in the beginning if it was,
the validity
and you
of
agreed.
inaccessible speed.
Hold on.
And that's why I'm saying.
I asked you in the beginning if that was your
didn't-
claim, and you said yes.
They literally removed it. So
Hold
whether
on.
they removed it or used it or not, it's still not a part of the same.
No, hold on.
claim.
Before you go into that, I asked you in the beginning if your claim was they removed it for a reason, and you said yes. So you can't just go
Yeah,
back on it
they
now.
did.
You'd be backtracking on your premise. Okay, well then show me they removed it. Find where they removed it.
And you would be backtracking by not enabling the
He
entire.
doubled down on it.
Yeah,
Double down.
I don't know. I heard that he starts stumbling too, and I'm like, man, just
Bruh.
please give it up.
It's an experience. It's just an experience thing. Like
Yeah.
next time he won't make that mistake. But
Yeah.
just now the double down was definitely a blunder, bro.
Blundered the queen. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. So you can't just go
Yeah,
back on it
they
now.
did.
You'd be backtracking on your premise. Okay, well then show me they removed it. Find where they removed it.
And you would be backtracking by not enabling the entire context of what we talked about in that video.
No, we can get to the
Because
rest of the context
discussion
later
of
because
the video-
I'm going to argue
the
with you about
discussion of the
inaccessible.
video was whether inaccessible speed, irrelevant speed, and these different.
I know what
speed
the point
scales
was. You
were
don't have to
relevant.
go into it.
So the only three that I really was hyper focusing on was infinite, immeasurable, and the other one.
I understand
which
what
is
you were focusing on. I
not
understand what the point.
inaccessible.
Hold on. I understand what you were focusing on. I
Immeasurable
understand
speed.
understand the point you were like overall trying to make, but this was a point you had made in the video and you accepted that you made just a minute ago. And I'm arguing with you about that specific point. I'm not arguing with you about inaccessible speed overall
Yeah,
right
but
now.
you've already
Right now.
agreed that they
What
did
is-
discuss about using it, that they didn't find it acceptable, and they didn't put it in.
Yeah, but you're ignoring the
That's
context.
true,
It's not
bro.
that they didn't find
And
it
so
acceptable.
are you. I can argue the same thing.
Hold on,
You
no.
literally ignore the
Hold on.
context. The whole point of me talking about inaccessible speed in that video was that it wasn't.
Yeah, so this is the part where he starts arguing like, yeah, that wasn't the overall point of the video. Then I'm like, yeah, I understand it's not the whole point of the video, but that's not what I'm arguing right now, you know?
A valid speed scale
understand
using versus BattleWiki's scale.
I know, you were saying that it's not...
Regardless
You said it, hold on.
of
You
whether
tried-
if it was
Dude,
there or
Happy.
not
Happy, calm down.
makes no difference.
The-
It's the
the
fact
po-
that they never
point
used
you were
it.
trying
That
to
was
make-
my entire point.
I understand the point you were trying to make,
So
but
did
you
they use
also...
it or not?
That
Do
wasn't
they
your
use it
entire...
or not?
Hold on, no, they didn't use it, and they have used
Well,
it.
that's all that mattered. That was what I was trying to
Okay.
explain.
Yeah,
that
but
in
regardless of
current
that,
versus
you
Battle
did...
Wiki
Hold
power
on, that's
scaling
not all you were
rules.
trying to
They don't
explain.
use
That's
it.
okay, so right here. That's wrong. So he made a point. He's like, that's all I was trying to explain. Right? That's a point. I'm trying to respond that, and he like keeps talking over me. Right? So that's the stuff that gets me irritated in debates. Where I'm like, man, I just want to like address that real quick, buddy. Like, and he'll just keep spitting off points, gish gallops. Terrible. It's actually horrible.
He's going to the right. He's going the right direction with like he should be changing where it's going.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just the wording. It's just wording.
Yeah.
So
Either way, like it all just like falls back to like him agreeing to this point and moving on, which is what he needs to do. But
even if he doesn't agree to it, just say Steelman's you.
yeah,
Like,
that works too.
Like steel. Okay, basically Steelman is the idea. Like, okay, I will intentionally agree with you to make my argument to make it harder for me to argue, just so that we can move on. Like you'll like let me move on. Like
Yeah.
so it doesn't even you like yield it necessarily like out of the debate, but like you're yielding it to like forward the dialogue, and the audience doesn't think like you're being a pussy about it. Like in a way.
Yeah,
like,
you can't. It is like a form of yielding. It's just like
Yeah.
the way in which you're yielding is literally just to progress to the next debate or the next point, right? That's all it is. And you can totally do that. And there's nothing. And
It's
no
like-
one will
it's
shit
like-
on you for that either. Like,
It's like a cool way to yield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially in the fact that it was a side kind of debate, like it wasn't the main event. So
Yeah.
like,
yeah, Uni Naruto is what we were gonna debate about, you know.
They're getting
Yeah,
mad
no
about the
relevance.
green beans.
Yeah, literally. This is literally this is peanuts right now. Come on, like you can accept, you can let me eat the peanuts. You know, you don't need them.
Herbs and shit.
All you need is the meat and potatoes.
Noodles be eating at Five Guys, bro. I don't know where peanuts came in.
Yes, sir.
I have not. I've been on a diet. I've been working out every fucking day. I'm on the grind. No more. I will eat at Five Guys. But anyway. That's
How is that wrong? They don't
because
use
you tried to appeal to the authority of Versus Battle by saying they removed it for a reason. So that's not untrue, right?
That's because he was using a different speed scale.
Okay, so you accept that wasn't your entire point then. Okay,
and
hold on.
I'm talking about from Versus Battle Wiki.
Happy.
They don't even use inaccessible speed.
So I understand that they don't use it, but there's a reason they don't use it. I understand that. Whatever.
So did you
whatever
also
that
go
is,
over the parts in the video where I explained the definition?
Yeah, you specifically said that the reason they removed it, as in they took it off the page, because they found it wrong.
Considering having it in their actual
So go ahead and show me that they removed it, because I've already provided evidence that on the actual entire revision thing.
You even accepted
that's not what I literally just asked him like 3 seconds ago. So you said that they removed it for a reason, and he's just like, "That's not what I'm talking about." Like you literally just admitted it. Like you can't just.
Then what are you talking about?
This is only halfway through as well. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck,
dude? He keeps going. Like he doesn't stop. Like he does stop, but you'll see later.
Okay.
But anyway,
some of these discussions.
Yeah, but you have to remove an entire page, and the page is still there. So that's
I've got multiple examples of pages that don't exist anymore.
Okay, yeah, this page exists. I showed you the revision page. You can see every revision ever made.
This inaccessible argument is literally void because they took
hold on.
use it
You're like running multiple points right now. You need to stick to one.
No, it's the same point. They don't talk about inaccessible speed anymore.
Okay, you saying they don't talk about inaccessible speed, and then you saying that You saying that they don't talk about inaccessible speed and they removed it are two separate points. So you can't say it's the same point.
They did remove it though.
Okay, he does. You see how he doesn't accept that? Like he'll pause and then he'll move on. He pivots every time.
Yup.
Doesn't matter. It's crazy.
That's all right.
That's
all right.
So where?
Huh?
Next debate, he'll be better at it.
Yeah.
Says Steel Man.
Exactly.
How long has Happy?
Huh?
How long has Happy been debating?
I have
Does anyone know?
Probably like 6 months
So
or something.
maybe
like
someone
that. Not long at all. Like I'm not gonna get
a few months.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get like super mad at him for doing this constantly. It's just like, you know, like
he's still learning. It's fine.
It just frustrated me mid debate because I literally tried explaining to him like, hey, you're pivoting. You need to stick to one point. I'd explain the point, and then he would pivot on that, and then I'd be like, dude, I literally just got you to agree. This was the 2 points are separate, and then you're still moving on. You just refuse to acknowledge that. Like you have to acknowledge the point, right? Because if this were a judge debate, right? Like hypothetically, if someone were to judge this debate to see who was like more logically sound, and he just paused and moved on, right? That means he didn't provide a counter argument, and he would lose that point because of that. So he has to provide a point, but he's doing that literally just for the sole purpose of hoping that people will either forget about it, right? So it'll convince more people, or he's moving on to like try and overwhelm me with more points, so I'll forget about it, you know. But I think I'm pretty good at like keeping people on topic. I'm like, no, this is what we're talking about, you know. But anyway,
inaccessible speed.
You're pivoting really hard right now.
Where in the forums do they talk about it?
If
it's still there, where in the forums do they
talk
about it? They don't.
Yes, no.
Okay, so if they don't talk about it or whatever, no, inaccessible speed hasn't been removed.
No, they have discussed using it and the validity of it.
You know why they
literally removed it? That was my point.
What do you mean by they discussed the validity of it?
Because they literally had a forum discussing the validity of inaccessible speed. Because that was the actual. Go back to the video.
Yeah, I understand.
I literally.
Huh?
Dude, he like was gonna bring up that you didn't have proof of that happening, and then he like then gave himself his own burden by saying they did talk about it here. Yeah. So like I don't know.
I mean, we both so like if I claim like
maybe he's like getting anxious or something, but
honestly, like that is kind of like a blunder on my part too, because like what I'm doing is like I'm not the one that has to even prove that, right? Like honestly,
like, you're kind of blundering by giving yourself a burden of proof like that.
Which I think I still have the screenshots from the page, so if I needed to, I could have proved it.
I wouldn't say it's a blunder. I'd say it's more like a mistake.
Yeah, it's just like something I could have, you know, like I didn't even have to bring up the Naya page, you know, like I could have literally just been like, okay, show show me this, right? Like, show me where they did this. And then he would be like, well, they did it on the Naya page. I'm like, show me the Naya page. He's like, oh, well, it's private. I'm like, okay, sounds like you don't have proof, right? Like, you know, like I could have just went down that path, but instead, I don't even know what I was doing. I don't even remember my thought process.
Things just got kind of heated, dude. Like, over time.
Anyway.
Really say that. They talked about it. They said it wasn't valid. They literally took it out.
No,
of
they
the
didn't.
forum.
They never said it wasn't valid. They agreed with it.
Then why isn't it a literal valid?
Hold on, have you not been listening?
It's not
to me?
in the tier.
The reason they didn't.
Have you not? Did you not watch the same video?
Yeah, I did. The reason they didn't implement it was because it was too small of a category. So you could understand, like, they could have like.
No, there was way
tiers.
more discussion than that.
There was more, but overall, at the end of it, most of the mods did agree that like it is acceptable. The issue is that it would make inaccessible speed too small of a tier.
It's
or
literally
infinite speed too
inconsistent.
small.
Like, it's gonna mess up the.
That doesn't mean it's
tier.
inconsistent. That doesn't mean it's gonna mess it up either.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
if you have two different definitions for two different speeds, and you can put a character in.
It's
two
not a
different
definition.
So, a criticism here.
That's
A criticism I hear is of Noodles. I think Noodles gets too caught up in like the bullshit. Like, I think he gets spun up in the web too much. Like
Yeah.
he needs like, if this was me, I wouldn't even be fucking like, I wouldn't even be like paying attention to this like argument at all. Like, I'd just be hammering over and over on what we're supposed to be
like,
talking about,
usually I do try to hammer, but I let him get me off topic for a bit, just because like the stuff he was saying was wrong, and it's like, not that I have like an ego, but just like when I hear something, like when he's spitting off like multiple points, right, and I hear one point in there that I know is wrong, right, my brain will be like, oh, I gotta get that, you know.
Even Parrot kind of suffers from that problem a little bit though.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like the worst thing, but
I feel like it's a thing a lot of people do because they get a little bit over, you know, like, oh, that's wrong.
Ask yourself, Parrot, and you all do it and get caught up in that web. So.
Ask yourself got caught up in my web. That's all I got. Yeah,
he gets caught up. He gets caught up.
He got caught up in it bad. But anyway.
Okay.
The weasel path. But anyway.
The weasel.
I kind of weaseled it here too. But anyway. It's less of a weasel.
Explain category.
No, you said definition.
Definitions of the categories.
Okay, so explain to me where.
How can you explain the category without a definition?
Yeah, you can have irrelevant. For one, that doesn't make sense. But for two.
Yes, it does. You have to define the categories to know what's in them.
Yeah, exactly. And you can have a category that includes multiple different things. The way you said. What's up?
I'd say what Happy's doing is better than what Noodle's doing here, because so what Happy's trying to do is he's trying to like find another way to argue about it that makes him look better. So since it's like a rhetorical point, like I think he's doing a good job because he's trying to make sure that Noodles can't hammer on the point that he feels he lost on. So he's trying to find shit that he can look good on. So I think that's actually better than Noodles getting caught up on it. So Happy's actually doing good here. I'm not saying Happy's winning even this new argument, but like I think what Happy's trying to do is
better than what he's doing earlier.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, if it's working and if Noodles is getting caught up in the bullshit, just do it, bro. Keep spinning your fucking web. Just like fuck it. Like, if it means that much.
Yeah. We're 15 minutes in. We haven't gotten off the point. Like, I felt like I've supplied it plenty now, but anyway.
Yeah.
Said like definitions is as in they're using like.
I said the definition of the categories. How can you know what the categories are without any definition?
You can define what a category is. That's fine. I don't care about that. I thought you were saying like.
Right,
okay, so right here. This is what Happy should have did. Right. I was like, yeah, you can define a category because like I may have like I don't remember exactly what I said. I may have like misspoke around here and I said definitions and categories aren't the same thing or whatever. Which. They're not, but it's kind of just like a weird point or whatever. And then he like brought up like, oh well, you have to have a definition or have a category, which doesn't mean they're the same thing. But like,
yeah, I think what you said was like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, whatever I said, right? Like I just accepted it. I was like, yeah, your point's right. Let's go on to let's move on, right? Like this is like irrelevant to what we're actually talking about, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what Happy should have did here.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Like it is pretty late. I mean, he could just. I mean, honestly, if I was in this argument, I still could have probably just said Steel Man over and over. Like, you could still Steel Man, but bruh, the longer it goes on, they're gonna
see it.
Imagine it's a Pokemon move, bruh, and like the longer the battle goes on, the weaker it gets, bro. Like, you just gotta use it like now. Like,
he's like getting you caught in a Genjutsu.
Yeah, you need to use the move now, bro. But anyway. I mean, technically, you could use it any fucking time you want, but I mean.
after like what, like 30 minutes to an hour, like nobody's gonna buy it at that point. Like at that point, you're just debating the fucking topic.
Like, yeah, like it was initially just like a random point that I wanted to talk about just to get it out the way, and then we're gonna move on to the bigger debates or whatever. But like this literally became the debate. Like
I don't know how you feel about that. Like, does debating a certain point for a certain amount of time become like its own like fucking premise? Like, does it become like its own like debate within the debate that actually like you can win? Like, or is it just still a point? Like, at what amount of time? I mean, it become actual debate.
Oh, you know, if we're just going off like the base definition, right? It is technically a debate, right? We have two like separate arguments. Of, like,
no. I understand that, but it's like. So points are supposed to be like sub debates for an overarching debate.
Yeah.
But at what point do you argue one thing within a debate that it becomes its own debate, or like people start seeing it as its own debate? You know,
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, theoretically, it never would. It would always be a point. But I'm just saying, like, to the audience, at what point does that become its own fucking debate topic in itself? You know. So that's why the Steelman thing kind of weakens as time goes on. I think
this wasn't like the point we're talking about right here. We're talking about like definitions and categories and stuff. That wasn't like in a topic or anything. That's literally just a sub point of the debate, right? Like the topic that we labeled out in the beginning, right? That's the debate right now, and it's not like it's a big debate or anything, or it has to do with like his overall point of his video, which I had a lot of problems with it. This was just one thing I was going to talk about, right? So the topic was this that was established in the very beginning, right? That was the debate topic. That's what we're debating. And again, it's a small debate. It's not like it's a big thing. But this is like a sub point. And like, even if he would have just agreed that he was wrong on this, right? Like right here, like it'd have been fine. Then we'd move on.
Yeah, he's not losing anything like dear to him if he just gives up that point.
Yeah, I don't understand like what's the problem with even conceding, right? Like who cares? You were just wrong on something.
He got hype over a side dish.
It's honestly, I actually kind of like it when people are willing to concede. You know. I'm gonna show you guys some of these videos after because we're gonna.
Yeah, I will admit this. Like Noodles kind of act like Goku with his debate opponents, bro. If they give up and turn good, like he's just friends with them. So I mean, like,
yeah, literally, I did that with Kosu.
But in another sense, I know losing to him is sounds really lame because he sounds like a retard. So I mean, I understand.
It's my strategy. People don't suspect it. Like I'll be goofing around. Yeah. I'll be goofing around, like acting like a dumbass, you know, in chat, and then like Ask Yourself will come in. He's like, "Oh yeah, you think you're the best debater ever?" And like he'll try and debate me on it, then he loses because he realizes maybe,
think one thing getting into a debate with Noodles, and he realizes like he sounds like a retard, but he's like low key, like so. You gotta keep that up.
It's my trap. It's my trap. I can sound smart when I want to. I just don't because it's funnier. Yeah. But anyway.
I mean, it's a good accessible speed without a definition.
Yeah, it's literally a secret weapon. Like it's the curtain.
Like he has the fucking Bobby Hill redneck voice.
Oh no. Anyway.
You're gonna explain inaccessible speed without a definition. Then
I never said.
Go ahead.
I just told you it was fine.
I dare you. Do it.
I just told you it was fine.
Explain inaccessible speed.
I literally just told you it was fine.
Good.
But anyway.
Good.
That wasn't wrong.
I
thought you were. Why does he? Bro, I literally was like, yeah, you can define that. And he's like, explain inaccessible speed. I'm like, I just agreed. Like it was fine. He's like, no, explain it. I'm like, what do you mean?
I mean, I like the energy. I think the energy's good.
It was definitely retarded, but
if you're trying to look good for TikTok, that's the energy you're gonna need.
Yeah, but like for the main event though,
it might be misdirected energy.
he was not attacking me on what he needed to attack me on. You know, I was literally like, yeah, that's cool. Like I don't care. Like.
I think he was just wanting to debate you. Like it didn't matter what the actual.
I don't think he wanted to debate Noodles. I think it was more of
I'll go into it here in a minute.
Social strategy. I think he wanted to like convince people he was better than Noodles, and
yeah,
that's
what I think it was as well. It's like, because not to just like suck my own cock or anything, but I am kind of like popular within like the Discord debate community, you know. So, you know, more people on Discord watch Happy, you know. He's just gonna get, you know, a bunch of people like know about me, so of course like debating me and beating me would look good for him. So, that's like the idea behind it. Anyway, arguing that like they were using the definition of infinite speed and inaccessible speed, right? But they were just categorizing them under one tier, right? Like for instance, MFTL has a range, right? You could be 1,000 times faster than light, or
not relevant to this point. What are we
well,
talking
no,
about?
it is relevant. I'll tie it around.
FTL.
Let me here because it's a range, just like inaccessible speed tiers. Okay, so MFTL has a range. You can have between 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 times FTL. Now, those things aren't the same thing, right? But it's not inconsistent for them to categorize them all under that one tier. It's just a range, right? Inaccessible speed or infinite speed works the same on versus battle. They just have a range from infinite speed to inaccessible speed. They include it in the definition. So because of that, it's not like it would draw some kind of inconsistency. It's literally just that the category is broader because of it. And the reason they want to have a broader category is that way they're not getting too like nitpicky with how fast characters are.
I'd pause it real quick.
Not because it's invalid.
So I think one thing Noodles should hammer home here is what the point of it even is. Inaccessible speed, whether how you word it or not, because these are just words, right? Yeah. So what they want to establish is a concept, right? There's like a concept behind the words they want to discuss. So, you know, how you exactly name that concept isn't even important at the end of the day. Like you're just
exactly.
So really, the debate is almost just arguing like semantics or like the jargon behind certain words, but like at the end of the day, like you could literally just say, okay, well, what's faster? You know, infinite with no time or infinite with time or some bullshit, like you know, exactly. Whatever. So it's like what he's just arguing a concept. Like you can even just say like maybe if Noodles like went back in time, he would say, okay, well, it's not even like fuck the word, right? Fuck the word. Like, let's talk about what it means, right? Like, and that's what we're just the word, like us giving it a new name, search arbitrary. Let's just say it's fucking infinite, but it's just like this infinite is just faster than that infinite. Okay, just like how much faster than light can be faster than other much faster than light, which I'm assuming Noodles is kind of going for, but yeah, you
yeah, I mean, what I said works, but what you said would probably been rhetorically better, just to like establish, because it's just a range, you know. It's like we don't have like you can literally we know like MFTL isn't one tier, you know. Like there's people who are faster than each other within that tier. Like this could easily be the same thing. So, and that's why I was arguing. I just didn't word it that way. But
will Happy concede after seeing this or add stuff to the people who are ducking me? Happy doesn't need to concede anything. I mean, like he just. If he fucking debated Noodles again, just say the versus wiki thing. Like he doesn't need to concede the videos he made or anything. I mean, just say like the versus wiki thing. I don't even think it fucking matters. Like I can steal man. Even now he can say that. Even now after the whole debate, he can fucking say it.
Yeah.
Just say I'll steal man on the point. Let's just debate the actual fucking subject. He doesn't need to concede. I think what Happy should do, he should steal man. And he should look at this debate and like, okay, maybe like take a few wording lessons here or there, and just like learn, okay, certain points matter more than others, regardless of how it can look. And then just move on from there. He doesn't need to like take a fucking catastrophic L for listening to me.
Even
or
if
something.
he just
like
concedes this debate, right, or this topic, like it doesn't mean that much, you know. Like I know we keep saying this over and over, but like this is not the meat and potatoes.
You got to be nice about it because he's not gonna. If you say he needs to concede. He's not going to. So like you don't say he's conceding.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Like
just say
I didn't think he would anyway, but you know, if he doesn't have to, but like the idea is like if he did, right? No one it's not like people are going to view him bad, you know, just for that. So it's just like I don't like if I was in Happy's position here, like same just reverse, right? If the roles were reversed, I would just say
He just says I got heated. You know, the whole, like, us fucking debating like a UFC fight caught me in the fucking mood. Wasn't thinking right, so we got caught up on some bullshit. Let's argue the real shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now. Like so.
And then everyone would forget about it, too. You know,
everyone would forget about it, literally, bro.
They'd be focused on the Uni Naruto the entire time. We could have been debating Uni Naruto right now, Happy.
Which, I don't know. Maybe this is actually an elaborate strategy because Happy didn't want to debate that.
Possibly.
You know, like, what if he actually wasn't super confident in it? Which I don't know. Like I don't know if he is or isn't, but that's another potential avenue here. Is that it's a strategy to?
It was just like
he seemed confident on TikTok.
Yeah, it was
so I don't know. I feel like he would. So I don't know. I don't think it is a strategy, but that's a possibility.
I don't know what it was. It was
like a ruse.
I'll explain what happened in post debate, but I don't know what.
All right. The reason why I said it was invalid, using both Kosusama's video as well as mine, is he claimed that from Dragon Ball that a particular character would fit the definition of irrelevant speed. However, I said that based on what he's saying, it would actually fit and in using versus battle wiki definition of irrelevant speed, it does not fit that category because it literally states meaning tier 1A and above. So they have to be out of versal. Otherwise, they can't be irrelevant speed. But then he's like, okay, character profile.
I'm not defending Kosu right now. I don't know.
No, I get that. I'm just going because this, first of all, in context, it was his video, and I'm responding to that video based on that particular subject. And there was a couple of them, so I'm not actually sure the order of them. I can't remember off the top of my head, but pretty much the fact that there was a difference or an inconsistency between the two wikis, right? So using versus wiki, it would not be a valid speed scale. That was my main overall arching premise, was that you couldn't actually
I'm not attacking that right
irrelevant. No. So now I'll move on to this one, the character profile, right? It would actually fall under inaccessible speed, what he was scaling, using character profile fandom. There's nothing wrong with using the character profile fandom if you choose to agree to using that scale.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that in versus battle wiki, inaccessible speed does not exist there. And if you were to try to scale them,
it actually does under infinite speed. It's categorized under infinite speed.
It is a little bit different though. The infinite speed definition
it's just a broader
category.
They just say moving in no time.
And I agree with you on that. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't. The character that he was particularly scaling wouldn't fit under irrelevant speed. The way that he scaled the character would actually fit under either infinite speed or inaccessible speed. That was my initial argument.
His character wouldn't fit under inaccessible speed or infinite speed. Under versus battle.
Would.
Yeah, so what's exactly the issue with that? It's just like they categorize them differently between the wikis.
No, but that's not a relevant speed. That was the initial...
I'm not defending his stance, so I don't know why you brought this up. Okay, real quick. Me and Kosu debated this. We debated about...
It was more of like a discussion.
Yeah, either way. But we ended up, me and Naya talked to Kosu about this. And we basically explained to him why his video, doesn't actually support, irrelevant speed. I don't think Happy's point here was, a major debunk to Kosu or anything, but,
no,
I remember...
He was basing it off of something different.
Yeah, he wasn't, arguing the same thing me and I argued at all. But, the video that was initially made, I didn't agree with Kosu's or Happy's video. I thought they were both saying things that were wrong. Okay, and he says I conceded the debate based on this point later in one of these TikTok videos. I can't remember which one it is or whatever. But I literally argued with him. I literally argued with him about it. So I never agreed with it, even going into this debate. So I don't know where he gets I conceded to it. Also, conceding generally means you deny something at first and you agree to it later. I never even denied it within this debate or in DMs or anything. So. Don't know where he's getting that.
Bringing me up in general was just irrelevant.
Yeah, it was I had no connection to other than Kosu was mentioning me in his videos or whatever. I didn't personally have any connection to it. I wasn't involved in it. It was Kosu talking about me, but I wasn't actually doing anything. I had no involvement with the making of the videos, and I was literally criticizing both. So
yeah.
Anyway, though, my issue with you was you were acting versus battle wiki just removed inaccessible speed off their speed page when they never did that.
No, they did discuss it. That was the point.
Okay, that's not removing. Even if I accepted to you that
maybe remove wasn't the right word. What I meant was remove from the forums.
Okay,
obviously it's a 6-second video.
Okay, do you concede that position?
Weird.
That's shifting his premise. Yeah, do you
That's
concede the position? No. I'm asking if you concede the argument that they removed it off versus battle.
Sure, I'll give you that one, okay?
Okay.
But,
all right.
Boom.
There it is.
Boom.
Okay, so he gives it to you.
Yeah. It's not over, Seth.
So, by the way, yes, Billy, Happy does have an ASMR voice, for sure. I fucking...
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
It makes me sleepy every time I listen to it.
Yeah.
But, so, he conceded. Happy, you could have saved so much face just saying he's Steel Man.
Yeah, but literally
19 minutes.
Yeah, I'll give you that argument. Literally. You can't
all of that just to be
19 minutes of BS just to hear it here.
In Happy's defense, I feel like he's more honest than a lot of debaters I encounter. So.
Yeah.
But we'll,
I don't know, I feel like he did...
voice is annoying? You have no taste, bro.
No, it's pretty good.
It's good.
I don't like his accent, but like the deepness and like the tone is good. Like I like that.
Yeah.
The accent's weird. It's like an amalgamation of stuff, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the tone and like the smoothness.
I hate my voice so much that I hired Kosu to narrate a video for me that I'm not going to mention
I
here.
got you.
But like
Yeah, you
my
do-
voice is annoying as hell. Like I hate it.
You do have like a raspier.
Yeah, it's got the
Grind
good old
your
southern
voice.
twang. It's raspy.
Yeah.
you
Good
know,
old
it's not-
Bobby Hill.
Yeah, but good old Bobby
It's not
Hill.
relaxed.
It's not attractive. Like it's not good, but you know, it's not bad. Like I've heard a lot worse. But you know, like it could have easily been better.
Stop downplaying yourself. You have a fine voice. Shut
Yeah,
up.
I know it's fine, but it's still just like, why are we talking about this? Let's watch the rest of the debate.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, move on.
I'm
Continue.
not going to give you my initial claim.
Well,
Because
that was my argument with you from the beginning. So that was the only problem I had with
Yeah,
that.
but
Okay.
that's what I meant by in context. You actually completely misconstrued the whole thing I'm talking about.
Well, no, I was just nitpicking that.
Bro.
He literally just said, "Yeah, you won the argument about removing it," and he's like, "No, you misconstrued everything."
Yeah.
Bro,
He does this all the time.
this
dude.
is where I think he's a bit dishonest, right? Like
It's
right here.
fine. You'll learn how to word later.
Like that part was like, okay, I can understand like maybe he just didn't get it like through here, but by this point where he understands like he did say that and he did it like for context, like people like he tries to say like in context he wasn't talking about speed tiering. Like literally you can see the speed tiering page behind in the video he sends, or like Kosu was talking about was the speed page tiering list. So he literally was talking about them removing it from the speed page. So contextually, he's definitely referring to that, and I got him to agree to it during the debate. So I know he's gonna try and shift it here in a minute and go to like say forums or whatever, but no, that's not what happened. Anyway, specific point. So like
Yeah, but who nitpicks 60-second videos, which has obviously got a lot of
Well,
like
now-
dumbed
now-
down things.
me,
Well,
I
did
do.
it just because
Which
I
is
felt
why
like
I
that.
said, like,
Hold on.
how about we debate about it, discuss it in Discord,
Yeah.
or you can
Hold
have
on,
a
bro.
ex-
Hold on. Before you go into that,
longer
like the reason I took
context
that
of
part out. Overall, I didn't mind the video that much. I just disagreed with that specific point.
Yeah,
So-
but
that's
now
why
you
I argued with you
understand
about
that my initial premise, right, wasn't actually that they removed it from the entire website, was that they never had it in versus wiki, so it wouldn't scale
This is
to
shifting
accessible
hard.
speed in
Yeah,
versus wiki.
regardless if that was
but
your
they did
overall.
He
discuss
took
it
your
when they removed
argument.
it from the
He
forum.
literally
I
flip-flopped.
understand that, and I understand your overall point wasn't meant that they removed it off of Versus Wiki or whatever. I understand
Yeah.
that's not your overall point. I never argued that from the beginning. I'm not saying your entire position was just completely dog shit,
Yeah,
right?
so- but-
I'm just nitpicking a specific point because I disagreed with that point. That's all I wanted to talk about with that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you kind of never really clarified what my initial point was in the first place. You didn't
Okay,
let
he
me-
can't say that. Like, okay, we're at 2025, right here.
You didn't.
Yeah, I
clarify.
did. I have a yeah.
Anyway, so what we talked about in DMs a while ago was like I wanted to talk to you about that video you had made, the original video about like Naya's calc and stuff. And
So, yep.
one of the major things that I wanted to talk about was you were saying that versus battle like removed inaccessible speed for a reason, and you disagreed with like inaccessible speed.
Mhm.
How did I not clarify?
Yeah, I think you were pretty clear there.
Yeah, it's not
You
hard.
actually said one of the major things as well. You said major, like
Yeah, I'm emphasizing what we're talking about from the very beginning. So
And there
he,
was a clear agreement.
yeah, he cannot tell me that we weren't talking about that and I misconstrued him or whatever. That is what we were talking about right there.
one thing about making content as well is like a lot of my friends will like try to come to me and like try to debate me on a video, and sometimes like just some points just don't matter, and it's okay to be like wrong about certain points you made in like your content, like
Yeah.
so long as the overarching premise or conclusion you came to in the video is remaining. So
Yeah, exactly.
don't be scared to yield on any point.
And
you make.
overall, like I did agree that like it doesn't mean irrelevant speed, right? Like I never disagreed with that.
Yeah.
So like had we moved to that point, right? Like there wouldn't even been an argument. We would have agreed with each other.
Yeah.
But like it never even got there. So like him just saying like I misconstrued is crazy to me. I'm like, man, I made this real clear from the beginning what I was talking about.
And
Right.
then for that particular,
Hold on, we're not gonna show this yet. But like this, like if he took part in the removal of inaccessible speed debate, he know why it was removed. It's not valid because it's far too inconsistent. Yeah, like you can't say that. Like you can't say it's removed from the speed page or whatever, and then just argue that like, whatever. I've went over this enough.
It was removed from the forums or something. Yeah.
He tried arguing that later. Is really dumb, but like contextually, we know what he was talking about. Like I even mentioned the forums multiple times right here, and he still tried arguing with me about it. So, like literally in the beginning, I was like, yeah, it was never on the speed page, and he tried arguing with me that parts of the speed page get privated sometimes or whatever, and I'm like, no, they don't. So, yeah, he knew very well what we were talking about, even through this beginning portion of the debate. So, anyway,
kind of never really clarified what my initial point was in the first place. You didn't let me. You just
I
said
asked you in the beginning. You agreed. You can't say that. I asked you in the beginning.
No, but I also explained, like, you know how they take forums down, right? In the beginning. Did I not say that in the recording?
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, well, that's why I was clarifying that. That's what I meant by
even if you want to clarify later, in the beginning of the debate, you specifically said they removed it off of Versus Battle Wiki. You said it in the video. And
I proved that they removed it from the forums.
Yeah, removing it from the forums and removing it off their speed page are two separate things.
Yeah, well, so for the speed page, obviously that was just a misunderstanding. But then,
well, yeah,
what I was talking about, what I was thinking about
it.
in a 60-second video was obviously not that.
You were arguing that that inaccessible speed was invalid because they took it off their speed page, but you understand that that's not true.
Argument.
That was never the argument. Right here, buddy. We have it right here. Like, you can't tell me that wasn't the argument. Hold on. Which TikTok?
Ask him what happened last time.
Hold on.
Wiki is known for wank scaling. He made a fake calc, by the way, which puts Sakura and Sasuke as...
Do you have your original clip, by the way, Kosu?
Of, like...
How do I restart a TikTok? Let me just do this. Alright.
Speed system that's equally as valid, if not more valid, for higher tier speeds.
So one of the...
Okay, so yeah. Literally, he's responding to Kosu, talking about the speed page. And then he says...
Is that Kosu there?
Yeah, that's Kosu.
Okay, what's up, bud? I didn't know you'd look like that.
Different wikis.
Yeah, so you can literally see he's talking about character stats and profile wiki. He's talking about the speed page, all this. Happy responds to that and says they removed it. They removed inaccessible speed. There's no forums up here. There was no forums in the video. There was no forums ever mentioned. The only time a forum was mentioned was right here. Or like when we were like talking about like they can remove pages or whatever. It wasn't specifically forums either. It was just random pages like the speed tiering revisions, which is literally us talking about whether or not they removed it from the speed page. So this is really disingenuous.
Yeah, he never brought up the forums thing.
Yeah, like this was literally something he shifted to once he realized he conceded the speed page debate, right? This is after he realized he conceded that and he couldn't go back on it, so... He tries to shift his goalpost. This is a classic shift of the goalpost. Anyway.
In the beginning, you can't say that. You literally did.
No. Like I said, the initial debate was never about inaccessible speed.
I have it on recording, bud. I have it on recording. I literally got you to agree to it.
I'm talking about the videos that you said you wanted to talk about the video, right?
In the video, you did say that they removed inaccessible speed off of Versus Battle.
You said you wanted to talk about the video, right? There's what was the video I responded to?
Listen, buddy, if you're just going to keep acting like this, I don't even know if I want to debate you.
What was the video that I responded to?
The original video
so he's specifically saying, what's the video I responded
speed
to?
System that's equally as valid, if not more valid, for higher tier speeds.
So one of the guys
that's the video he's responding to. He's responding to the video where Kosu is literally talking about the speed scaling of character stats in Wiki and like talking about their speed page and why their speed tiers are more valid than Versus Battle Wiki. That was your video, right, Kosu?
Essentially, yeah. And I just like showed statements from like the different admins that told me that.
Yeah. So what does he mean? Like, if you actually watch the video, what video was I responding to? Like,
you are arguing against Kosu's video that he was like using
about what?
Character stats and Wiki's like speed page. He was trying to argue that Dragon Ball characters were like irrelevant in speed because they move in like a timeless void, right? And then you were responding to that.
So my initial argument was not inaccessible speed.
Yeah, your initial argument was that this is an irrelevant speed, right? You were arguing that
we're arguing about the two wikis.
I understand that, but regardless,
no, you don't. You obviously didn't because you hyper focused.
No, I literally just told you what. I literally, I can nitpick specific points out of an overall debate. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. Like, why do you even care? Like, as long as you know.
Why do I even care? You're the one who asked the debate that.
Yeah, this is what you were talking about, Seth. Like, like like as long as you recognize like it's not an important point, why do you care if you give it up?
Yeah, you just can give it up. It's fun.
Yeah.
Topic. I'm
You're
actually
like-
here to
you're
debate Naruto versus is being universal. That's
Well,
why I was here.
regardless
You
of-
wanted to debate on
hold
some
on.
stupid wiki.
I
You want to
told
talk
you
about the
that
validity
that
of the
was
wiki?
what I wanted to
Alright.
debate.
Well, okay.
Listen,
well, let's
dude,
talk
if you're
about the
gonna keep it
validity
up,
of your
I'm just
wiki.
not- I'm
Go
just gonna
into
be done with
character
you.
profile stats and wiki. Type
Okay,
in Killer
dude.
B. There
Bye-
is
bye,
literally
Happy.
nothing on Killer B.
Bye, Happy.
All right. Fuck it. We're done. I'm just not gonna deal with that retard anymore. I already got the dub.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's where he was just like constantly talking over me. I just got frustrated and kicked him. So yeah, let's watch
Here, as the admin
not this one, but
For that particular wiki,
this one.
Time. Why he deleted the recording?
Hold on.
Oh. Noodles and I are debating. I don't care what server it's in. I'm smoking his pack, and then I'm coming to smoke your pack too. I've debated Noodles before. Ask him what happened last time. Why he deleted the recording. Oh, it's because I debunked all of his scaling, and he conveniently lost the recording. This is in Seth.
I still have the recording. It's just really long. I never deleted it. Don't know why he said that. None of these DMs, I wouldn't looked at them. None of them say I deleted the recording or anything. Like I still have.
Well,
the
this is a
recording.
recent video. It's got my blue-haired profile picture.
Yeah, I mean, this was back when we. No, I think he went back and like.
Yeah, but he made this video recently.
Yeah, he dropped it just a minute ago. This is after
Oh,
our
shit.
debate. He already uploaded a whole reaction and everything.
A lot of
Okay.
them, like
Yeah.
multiple videos.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's like, all this stuff. Quit ducking Noodles, then I'll debate whatever.
So he's saying he debunked you in the
Universal
first
Naruto
debate?
debate. Yeah, which I still have. I'm gonna upload it at some
You-
point.
Yeah, maybe you guys should go over that one. This debate here, like I don't think it's really.
It's not an
Not
important
pivotal.
debate, but I don't even want to debate. I have the Universal Naruto debate already. I'll just upload that. Like I don't like after like this experience. It's not like it's like even worth it to debate them. Like people that act like that are super toxic. Like I just can't. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Like after my
He's not that.
okay,
Dude,
he's bad.
Literally, dude, 2 days ago, I debated like my worst enemy ever. Me and this kid have
Hamster?
been fighting for. No. Me and this kid. Hamster's one of my enemies, but like, dude, me and this kid have been fighting for over 2 years, and we finally got to a call. Now that motherfucker was bad, bro. I recorded that. Now he was bad, dude. Happy is not bad. Like in
Okay.
the way he.
In context to everyone else, he might not be that bad, but he's still bad. And I don't enjoy
You
people
could-
that are like
bro,
debating people
You
that
could
are like that.
handle it. You could handle that though.
You're
Like,
just
you're not-
you're just trying to get me to slap him around on Uni Naruto.
No, I just think that I just don't. I think you're exaggerating. I think Happy's easy to talk to. Like, I don't think he's that bad. Like,
No.
whenever I've talked to Happy, he's seen easy to talk to. Whenever I see him debate, like, dude, he literally blatantly conceded at 19 minutes. That's like, that's not bad. Like, what? He said he yielded. the point.
At 19 minutes, he conceded.
Yeah.
19 minutes later, we
Bro,
concede the
bro.
1 point.
Bro, and Happy hates you, and he was willing to yield a point, bro. Like, I'm just saying, you know,
I'm not
none
spending
of-
an hour on another point. I'm not spending another 20 minutes.
I'm just saying, not Happy is bad, bro. I'm not saying like his skill as a debater. So I'm just saying like, I don't think his personality is as bad as you guys are acting. I think it's
I'm not saying his
more-
personality is bad. I'm just saying it's
No.
frustrating to debate him, and that's why, like, you know, whatever. I've debated him twice now. He can't say I'm ducking him or whatever. In fact, I should probably pull up our DMs, where for like weeks he didn't respond
Look,
to me.
I'm gonna say in Happy's defense, y'all should have the meat and potato argument. Where is it? Why is it not happening?
I already had the meat and potato argument.
That was not meat and potatoes, man.
It was
That some
it was the
bullshit.
same debate, literally same debate.
Yeah, but you guys.
Nah, I don't want to hear it. It's literally the meat and potatoes. You can hush up. No.
Come on.
You just want to see it again. That's the only thing. You just want to see it.
I want to see the actual like topic.
You were
Like,
there.
No. I mean what you guys are arguing about on TikTok. Like you guys are fighting. Like you guys should talk about, or is this?
We'll
still-
see. It's possible. It's possible. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it in a day. Tonight I'm tired, so we'll see about it in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
But anyway,
Yeah, no, I've never had a problem with like Happy's personality or anything.
I
Like,
think it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I think y'all
yeah,
should.
I was honestly like my first few like response videos back to him.
I think
uh,
I genuinely think that Happy just hasn't been debating long enough to know that yielding that point is not important. Like, so like he felt like, I don't think he was being disingenuous so much as he thought that he lost, like he might have lost the whole topic if he yielded it or something.
So you're calling
Or-
him dumb?
I'm not calling him dumb. Like you're not dumb.
Wait,
for that.
I'm just
Like
kidding.
it's just like I just think
he's
that,
just new and didn't understand like that. That was
I think he just over exaggerated the importance of that situation because he's not as experienced. So next time he won't. And I think if you guys got into the meat and potatoes on the TikTok fighting that you guys haven't, it'd be more interesting. That's all I'm saying.
It would be more interesting. I'm not saying this topic. I don't even think this topic was interesting. I was just literally the only reason I brought up this point in the first place was just so like I could get like a quick agreement. You know, I knew he would try and argue with me. I knew he would accept that there was something wrong with this video, right? So that would like later like, oh, if that's wrong, there could be other things wrong, right? Just to kind of get that like idea in his mind.
That
Right.
statement's partially subjective based on the perspective of what's considered a high or low tier debater. What the fuck?
I don't know. Koshi's saying some shit, but
Hey man,
I don't even know what he's responded to. But anyway, if he took part in the removal of inaccessible speed debate, he'd know why it was removed. It's not valid because it's far too inconsistent.
I think very few people understand what it means to be a high tier debater. I don't think many people understand what that means. Like,
Yeah.
I
It
don't know.
basically just be me and you'll understand. But I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
This is something I wanted to show you guys too. Hashi actually like made a breakdown of the video
Okay.
and he dropped a bomb. But this comment got deleted. Weird.
Where's this at? YouTube?
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
I debated him the other day on why Keemstar was a shit person. What a weird debate.
What the
You called him out on it. You're like, Keemstar is shit. Debate me now. like what?
What the heck? Anyway, where is it? Yeah, so this is the video. Ooh, I don't like that. That's interesting. But anyway. It kicks happy. Bruh, how you gonna say Noodles won when he concedes multiple? When did I concede? Like, let's see. Let's see these
You're an
timestamps.
What's SK?
You're an SK. I think it's a Discord.
Noodles
server.
conceded numerous times. Let's see what Happy's saying.
Yeah.
Times Noodle conceded. You have to go over those. Happy stay winning.
Yeah.
Spitting.
I keep saying he conceded. Where was the? Okay, 15.
Bro, Happy has a lot of
You have a
goo.
You just
category that
conceded
includes
to the
multiple
point
different
then.
things.
Why fuck are you
No,
being
no,
anal
you
about
can,
that?
no,
then?
the way you said like definitions is as in.
I said the definition of the
definitions
categories.
infinite
How can you know
speed.
what the
Yeah.
categories are without any
Hold
definition?
on. You can define what a category is. That's fine. I don't care about that. I thought.
All
you
right,
were saying, like,
explain
that you-
inaccessible speed without a
you're gonna have to
definition.
stop- hold on. You're
Explain
gonna have to stop
inaccessible
interrupting.
speed without a.
I guess that's a concession. You got me on that one. Like,
Dude, see, and Happy's about it too, bro. Look at Happy. He rolled up in your server. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He had the balls to come in there.
Okay.
I gotta give him respect, man. Like, goddamn.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
It was after a lot of coaching, but he did eventually do it. But
he
anyway.
came in your server. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wouldn't.
So
He didn't want to at first. But after a lot of coaching, I told him we could do a neutral server, but he didn't respond to that. It was after Kosu released his last video. Noodles agrees it's either inaccessible speed or infinite. I never disagreed with that, so not a concession. I'm not defending Kosusama. Kosusama debunked. Just because I'm not defending him doesn't mean I disagree or am like debunking him either. You know, like I'm not like actively saying like Kosu's wrong or anything, which I did think he was wrong, and he knows that he was wrong about it at this point, so that's like irrelevant. you
Wait,
know?
what's irrelevant speed? Who had Naruto character irrelevant speed?
Kosu said that Dragon Ball characters were irrelevant speed for moving in a
No,
timeless
it was one
void.
character. It was one
Oh.
character.
Oh, whoever it was, and you understand why we came at him for now. But either way, like he knows it. He knows it now. He's a smarter human than he was back then. He's got it.
I've been enlightened.
Yeah, he's been enlightened. Okay, so this was not a concession. This is not a concession. Agrees my initial argument was that they had it in versus wiki. Happy Noodles. Yeah, I
That they
understand
never
that.
had it in versus wiki.
I don't know what he means by that. Yeah, I'm not like his initial. I wasn't agreeing that his initial argument or whatever, or I might have said initial, but like the argument we were having was specifically over whether or not they removed inaccessible speed from the speed page. I'm not saying that's his overall argument, though, or his initial argument in the video. I never disputed that was his... I never argued that was his first argument in the video. So, again, not a concession. What's this?
Never argued that from the beginning. I'm not saying your entire position was just completely
Yeah,
dog
so,
shit,
but-
right? I'm just...
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, none of these are concessions. They can delete pages. Yeah, I never said that they couldn't delete pages. I just showed you that they didn't delete the revisions page.
And Noodles, the reason that this is happening here is because you made what mistake?
I brought up the Naya fucking forum
Yes.
thing. I shouldn't have did that.
But yes.
Either way, it's like none of these are concessions, but now I have to actually argue it, so.
Yeah.
But whatever. Yeah, you can say I conceded. I don't care. I literally have him. Okay, so you concede the argument then, right? Yeah, sure, I'll give you that one. Like, you can't... You know, you can't get around that. That is just a verbatim concession.
I gotta see the completed saga, bro. I don't care. I gotta see the completed saga.
Listen, after I upload the other video, the saga is complete to me. But if we'll see. Like I said, I'm not completely against it. I'm just a little annoyed with him right now. We'll talk about it later. I'm gonna ask him
Happy. Are you down to finish your debate with Noodles? Or do you think he burned that bridge?
We shall see what he's doing.
Yeah.
How he feels about it anyway. You conceded the law. Yeah, Hashi posted this, and he also deleted Surf Button's comment too. But yeah, go. It's...
Did I lag out?
What?
Oh, no, I'm
yeah, I think that's basically it. So,
Okay.
Overall reaction to the video, Seth. Who won the debate?
I'm not answering.
You, come on, you gotta.
I'm
There's- you
too
don't have-
disappointed. I feel like it could have went further. So I'll just say
he got a taste. He didn't get the potatoes.
yeah. I wanted the full thing. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
They took the plate away from you.
He took the plate away from me. Exactly. My fucking food back.
Yeah. You ain't get the full plate. When I upload the video, you can watch that.
But I was there for that one.
Then why do you need more?
Because I wanted to see because you guys like started beefing on TikTok, so I wanted to see like the.
I wasn't
TikTok
even
stuff.
beefing on TikTok. It was Kosu. Kosu did this.
Oh. I don't know the whole like
Yeah.
backstory then.
Basically, Kosu.
Fans want the full plate. True.
Mans did want the full plate, but yeah.
That's always with those vague judgments. Yep.
Yeah, vague judgments. No, he already said he conceded. We know he conceded. Everyone that watched the debate knew he conceded. It's not like it's some difficult conclusion
Is
to come
Noodle
to.
convincing us or himself? I don't know. Shit,
Lord.
but I hope was good. I'm probably gonna head off. My friend wants to play League.
Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna get off too. So
I think I showed a good analysis of what both sides did wrong, or how it was going, or what the flaws were, like with the dialogue, and I don't think there's much else I can say other than I wish I saw more. So, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I learned quite a bit.
Yep.
And I didn't actually expect to learn anything through this.
So, I mean, I could upload this on Pin, unironically, this fucking stream, but
Dude, it would
Yeah.
like your
Yeah.
like your points on this like whole thing were
Just 'cause it's
extremely
educational.
informative.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah,
So,
it was like I
We're
feel
teaching people
smarter
out here.
just coming from this.
yep. So, yep.
I guess that's...
If you give me this stream, I can upload it.
All
But
right.
other than that, yeah. Catch y'all later.
All right. See you, man.
Hey man, thank you.
All right, Kosu. So, final thoughts.
Whew. Dude, that was a fucking like a wild 24 minutes.
Should we show them some of the memes?
Do it. Oh, dude, I sent you one that Surfbone made.
Okay. Hold on. Let's go to... Let's look at some of these memes. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. Some of these are so good. Yeah, just post it in main chat and we'll look at it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Right.
God, there's so many. Hold on. I'm just waiting for it. It's one in particular I'm looking for. Happy errors to supremacist. Oh, that's so funny.
Is the supremacist?
Noodles, listen. Man, they really popped Happy's premise in 2001. Something's different.
Oh, they didn't hold back on him.
I'm itching to kill you. I'm looking for that image where he's like, "You better pray Noodles wins."
Oh, I think that's a little bit more up, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, wait.
I won the debate, changed my mind. This one, Noodles construct a valid premise, panic, shotgun that premise and nitpick everything to make it not your 389 lost, calm 890 loses. Oh, Lord. Wait, hold on, Happy. I'm trying to find your 30th premise. Oh,
dude,
Lord.
that one killed me when that fucking popped up.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. My dude named Happy isn't happy. Executive producer Noodles. Directed by Noodles. Sure, I'll give you that one. Directed by Noodles. Point you did not concede you did. Oh. I lost the Noodles, guys. Just say you didn't. Your fans are smooth brains anyways. That was mad disrespectful.
That one fucking hurt, dude.
Wait. Happy's purpose. Wait, he's saying virtually nothing? Always have been. Dr. Phil with the L. Once I'm again asking, where is my premise? What is this bald Gara? Happy? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Happy.
Premise button. Rat P. Premise button. He's slamming. This is so good. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was fun. Glad we got Seth on too to give us his analysis and everything. There might be a part 2 debate with Happy. Haven't decided what I want to do yet. We'll see how it goes. I already have the debate, so if anything, I'll just upload that. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm probably going to go ahead and head off now. I'll respond to some comments now. So if you guys want to ask me anything, go ahead now. That's kind of the stream. They're about to get off. Oh, unfortunate, buddy. You can watch it in a minute. I'm going to keep it up. I got a part 2. Oh, you got a part 2, Bullet? Nice.
Ooh.
Happy about to get it clapped again, bro. Oh yeah, if it's a Uni Naruto debate, I'm so prepared for that. Like, had it gotten to the actual potatoes part, I have so much stuff in the background that I'm sure Happy has never seen before. So,
dude, I imagine, yeah. Like, I feel like I only gave him like part of the stuff that you and I have sent me.
Noodles, do you think Naruto is universal? Yeah, I do. I do, in fact, think he is. Will this stream stay up? Yeah, it's gonna stay up. What's the debate even on? Universal Naruto. King Bullet, I'm actually clapping. Noodles, you are so cringy. Yes, of course.
Of course.
2021 and people still think Naruto's moon level. Please upload the live stream. I need to rewatch it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be uploaded. Don't worry. Noodles is smart as fuck. That's what I like to hear. You saw his new TikTok video? No, I haven't. Should we react to it real quick? See what he's saying.
He has a new one up? Yeah, let's see it.
All right, we'll peep it. We'll peep Happy's.
Is known for
We'll peep the new
When does
TikTok.
this fucker go to sleep?
All right.
Convinced that like he wanted to rat out and make sure he won, and then he didn't want to go into the universal narrative argument.
So yeah, to give full context, it was in Noodle's private server. He didn't want to debate anywhere else, and I said I was willing to debate in any server. I don't care. Hey, in this video,
That's not true, actually. I'm gonna just go ahead and show my DMs with Happy, real quick. Hold on one second.
Yeah, because like he keeps claiming this shit.
Yeah. If you have the screenshot of Happy saying that he didn't want to debate me in my server at first, let's just scroll up real quick because I don't care. I don't care about exposing these DMs if he's gonna lie about what happened. So this is what he said. We agreed to the debate over the video. I said, sounds good to me. I'd like to debate in my server if you don't mind, though. That way the chat isn't as big. He said, it'll be tough, though. I said it'll be decently sized. I can't invite people, question mark. Yeah, you can invite people. This sounds sus. I said, nah, it won't be, dog. If you feel uncomfortable, you can just tell me or leave. I'm not like these other debaters in the community that will do anything for a win. I just prefer debating in my server. Just in debate right now, I'll respond in a bit. Okay, whatever. We talk about the topic a little bit. Positions he made in the video should be pretty easy. So you want to talk about why Versus Battle Wiki removed inaccessible speed in the calc? Yeah, still do. Here's the link to my server. January 26th, you still there? February 2nd, you still there? February 4th. So, I'm willing to do it in a neutral server if that makes you more comfortable. So I was completely willing to do it in a neutral server. I didn't like debating in like bigger servers like his because they generally tend to be pretty toxic in there. But if he's gonna act like,
was it the Universe 7 one?
I have no idea. But if he's just gonna act like I wasn't like willing to debate him in like a space that he was comfortable in, I asked him multiple times. Like we can debate wherever. It's not like I abused my powers in my server anyway.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like, nobody else was talking, so, like, he wasn't getting, like, bullied
Yeah.
or anything. It was quite literally just you two.
Yeah, and I said, this on February 4th, I said, hey, buddy, I'm getting a bit irritated that you're ignoring me and also randomly lying about me. This message came after he said that I was only willing to debate in my server and wasn't willing to debate anywhere else, which is a blatant lie. Literally right here.
He would literally just look up.
So, yeah, like, he can't say that. Like, I literally would say that. And then he randomly, like, tied me with Bullet and, like, basically, like, sounded like a crazy ex-wife. You started this. Bullet said he beat me. He fucking lost. I'm like, I'm not Bullet, nor is he intertwined with me. Like, the judges literally said
weird,
this.
like...
He's, like, just going off on me. He's like, he made YouTube videos going through all my vids, trying to debunk my shit. He literally ripped my vids apart, so I'm gonna go through your shit and his as well. Nairobi too. And I'm like...
Yeah, you were getting shit by, like, association.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm not them. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, why are you... It literally sounds like a crazy ex-wife. This dude's crazy. And this made me feel bad, too, because, like, I wasn't actually going to debate him after this, because, honestly, like, he seemed like he had a lot on his plate at the time, because apparently he was getting, like... he talks about it later. He talks about how he's getting death threats from the Naruto fandom, and, he asked me if I ever have, and I told him no. He said, which is why I have a huge following. You gotta be less asshole-ish about it, like Bullet. Straight up lying. And I told him, I don't think I've been an asshole to him at all. Maybe they have, but not me. The vid you found on TikTok. I think you have this preconceived notion that I hate you or something. Was because of these goons who have literally been quoting you. I said, no one's been quoting me. It's just something someone posted in my server. Using me and Nairobi's scales to send hate to me. And I'm like, man, like, I can't control what other people do. And I'm like, Nai is the one who made the calc. I helped with it, thought the stuff he said was wrong. That's the only reason why I'm here. He said, about versus Wiki or Bullet lying. He said, listen, dog, if the hate is getting you that bad, maybe you should chill out for a while. So this is where I start to feel bad for him, because I'm like, okay, if he's getting, like, hate and, like, death threats and stuff, it's probably not a good time to debate him, because he's going to be in the wrong mindset. You know, he's already got a lot going on.
If I had known about any of this, I would have just left it alone.
Yeah, it's like
honestly, be like, dude, I'm not one to just like look to be right. Like if you're in like a critical state at all, like mentally, like I will appeal to like a human, like you as a human. Like I'm not a fucking, like I'm not the devil, man. Like
yeah,
it's
like. I'm at least, maybe some people in the community aren't, but I'm at least empathetic towards people going through, you know, like mental struggle. You know, I'm kind of going through one right now. I'm not going to talk about it on stream, but, you know, it's like, I get it. Like, if you don't feel like debating or whatever, you know, he's just like, which is why I'm not interested in debating you in his server. This is what I wanted to bring up, too. The only reason he told me that he didn't want to debate me in my server initially. So in his TikTok video where he's acting all hard, where he's like,
the programmer's Discord,
where he says like,
anyone that's in that
right here, where is
server can go have a.
He's like, I'll debate Noodles anywhere, anytime.
Record.
I don't care. Here, let me restart the video real quick.
Noodles and I are debating. I don't care what server it's in. I'm smoking his pack, and then I'm coming to smoke your pack too. I've debated Noodles.
Yeah, so like that, like the only reason he said that is because Kosu like uploaded a video, right? I agree, the death threats are way too far. You shouldn't be doing that.
Oh no, dude, nobody deserves that shit.
Yeah, me and Bullet have debated. You can talk to Bullet about how that went though. It's actually unlisted in my channel. I'm not gonna re-enlist it, but he'll tell you what went on. But anyway, Bullet's my homie. I like him a lot, so I'm not gonna like shit talk him or anything. He's cool. Good Naruto debater too. Seth doesn't like him. Whatever. I like him. You know, I just told him like, which is why I'm not interested in debating your server. The video you made against Coast or whatever, you don't have to do it there. I specifically told him you don't have to do it in my server. He's like, if that's what you guys are trying to set up here, as if we're like, he's like paranoid that we're just all ready to like jump on his ass, ready to attack him.
Yeah,
like I'm like, bro, that's not it at all. You know, like, I'm like, I basically just wanted to debate in there, like right here. I like my community a lot better than yours. It's way more chill, no toxicity. For the most part, there's not that much toxicity in there. People are cool in there. You know, that's the only reason I like debating in there. It's just cool, and there's not, you know, it's just relaxed. So
yeah.
He's literally like paranoid at me because all these other people getting on his ass. I'm like, I've never did that to you at all. I have no idea why you're applying this to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like even with the whole beef between like him and I, like it has no direct association towards you. Like there's no, like he shouldn't be as mad at you as he is.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I debate. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like he definitely should. He definitely at least shouldn't be applying this to me because I was really cordial to him. You know, I was like really nice to him the entire debate, right? Completely nice to him, didn't talk shit about him after, and then he randomly would go out and be like, yeah, I whooped Noodles' ass, or I beat Noodles. Like, all the time. I'm like, you know, like, I don't think he won. Like, I think I won hard. Like, I think I destroyed him in that debate. And I'm not going to go over it here. I'll just upload the video and maybe talk about it then. But, like, you know, I didn't, even though he did that, I still didn't go out of my way to be like, yeah, I destroyed Happy. You know, it's like... Right. And that's kind of like why I wanted to debate him in the first place, like in the second time, not the first place, like why I wanted to debate him the second time. It's just because like he would just randomly talk shit about me. So I'm like,
see,
okay.
And that's the problem I had with him. Like it wasn't like initially I had no problem with him, like, you know, doing a response video, debunking my scale, whatever. I don't have any problems with him trying to debunk my scales. It's when he went to his comments and started talking shit that I was ducking him and like all this other stuff, like how I appeal to debaters, but I don't debate myself. And like, he just has my name in his mouth a lot. And I'm just like, dude, like what's your actual like problem with me? Is it my scale or is it me? Like what's going on?
Literally. And you know, also why he asked me like why you were coming for him. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know like why. And you just explained it, why you were coming for him, because he was just like randomly talking shit about you. And you probably disagreed with what he said. So, like, the combination of those two things caused
Yeah,
you to
and
like.
that's the thing. Yeah, but I didn't actually like get pissed off at like the rebuttals he had. You know, like I'm pretty chill with like the specific points that he has against my scales. The main problem, and you could hear the tone shift in my video, that like the main problem I had was his shit talking, because it was unnecessary.
Yeah, and this right here, he's like, I've been busy dealing with them and Bullet. I haven't been on Discord for a couple weeks. And he's like, so you and Kosusama aren't connected? That's my bad. I thought you and Bullet were too for some reason. Also my bad. I guess I lumped everyone in as Naruto tards. I was like, it's all good. Like connected is a very loose term. Like, I am friends with them, and they do talk to me about stuff, and they might repeat some stuff I've said, right? But like, I'm not like I said, like Kosu made a video, right, about like a relevant speed character from Dragon Ball, right? And I disagreed with him. Like, just because I'm like friends with him doesn't mean I agree with all of his positions, or that like I didn't even say I necessarily supported Kosu going after him. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't even now, or even like before, I didn't, you know, I wasn't like against it, but at the same time, like I was just kind of like indifferent to it.
Yeah, like you even told me, like when I would talk to you about like the like different scales and like his responses to them, like you would just tell me, like, if you don't want to like continue to like talk to him on these kind of things, like just keep doing your content.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like just do what you want to do. Like if it's drawing a lot of attention to you, it's probably better to lay off for a while. I told you the same thing I told him, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like I had a problem with him, really. Like, it was just like, obviously the shit talk was a little bit annoying, but like I can handle that. There's been plenty of people that have shit talked me in the past. And even here, I wasn't mean to him. During the debate, I wasn't mean to him. Even now, I'm not being mean to him, right? All I'm doing, I'm not talking shit about him, you know? I literally just said what happened in the debate. And that was it. Like, I talked about what happened in the debate. The stuff he was lying about, like me supposedly ducking him. Like, I've debated him twice now, you know?
Yeah.
This stuff is just... He got real mad after the end of the debate and stuff, but you guys can pause and read this if you want to. But it's just him being a goober. Anyway. Yeah, so he said...
Before. Ask him what happened last time. Why he deleted...
Like, him saying I deleted the recording, that was out of nowhere. Like, I still have the recording. You know? TikTok diss track about me? Oh, that's powerful.
What?
Yeah, like I'll wait for the TikTok diss track. I'll make one back. I'll make it fire
Dude,
as hell too.
Dude, I'll collab with you. I actually used to rap, but we'll talk about that another day.
I don't know if I want to collab now. After you said that, then it might be questionable. He's like, I used to rap back in the day. what were you rapping about?
By me in Nairobi.
Oh no.
Okay, we can talk about it another time. Noodles diss track. Finish the other one. It's clown. This one?
The recording. Oh, it's because I debunked all of his scaling, and he conveniently lost the recording. This is in Seththeprogrammer's Discord. Anyone that's in that server can go have a look at these actual records. Noodle's not going to post because it sounded like he lost at the end. Time to delete it. Lol. Not afraid to debate Noodles, but you're afraid to debate me. Just admit it. Noodles and I are debating. I don't care what. Would you be willing to defend?
There was some other video where he's... Does someone have, like, the latest one? Let me finish the latest one. This one? Or this one?
Convinced that, like, he wanted to rat out and make sure he won. And then he didn't want to go into the universal Naruto argument.
So yeah, to give full context...
You know, I obviously didn't want to go into it for... He said I ratted out for some reason. Like, if I don't want to debate it, it's not dishonest for me to just say I don't want to debate it. Like, I've already debated it, and the way he acted just was a complete incentive for me not to want to debate it. And I've already... I beat him on it. So I have, like, nothing to gain at this point. Right? Like...
Context,
whatever.
it was in Noodle's private server. He didn't
Which we still might debate it, by the way. I just don't want to right now.
Debate anywhere else.
For sure.
And I said I was willing to debate in any server, I don't care. Hey, in this video, you commented about me in Nairobi. Would you be willing to defend the positions you made in this video? And eventually, I also said, do you still think Naruto is...
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, this debate beef is kind of corny. I agree, it is corny. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't have any beef. Like, I'm not throwing anything at them. Like, I don't care about it. It's just like... Just debate each other and be over with it. I wish it was that simple.
But
Yeah.
we can debate that as well. This is Noodles agreeing to debating Uni Naruto. Bottom line is, still waiting to debate on Uni Naruto. Not really sure why claiming dubs on which wiki is better, or why people would even care about this. Just debate on Uni Naruto. You don't have to lie about winning. Let's debate in a neutral server. It's in my bio, the link to Positive Discord. Never debated there before. I only just joined it now. You can check the logs.
Convinced that like he wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least he's like open to like still debating about the topic. So I guess it's really like
Yeah, it's whatever. We can probably debate him another time. We're just not going to tonight, obviously. I'm already fucking tired. It's 5 a.m. Whatever. But
yeah.
wow, he said lie. Yes, he did say lie. Either way, that's how it be.
I don't think having to kick people from your server is a good way to show that you lost. Especially when they just ask you to debate Uni Naruto. Why?
I didn't ask him to debate Uni Naruto. He wanted to debate Uni Naruto, and I told him we could. And I specifically said in the beginning of the debate that yeah, we could probably go on to those topics. But once he started acting like an asshole and like, you know, constantly interrupting, gish galloping, shotgunning every 3 seconds, you know, it's like, okay, now I don't want to debate this anymore. So like, am I not allowed to like change my mind or something? Like,
Yeah,
you know?
and you guys clearly agreed at the beginning, like pretty calmly, to do that like little side debate on that. So it's not like you did anything wrong
Yeah, it's like
by debating that.
I've already debated it too, so honestly, I don't need to debate him again on it. Like, if I want to, I'll just upload the video and be done with it. So,
Why didn't he want to debate Uni Naruto? Why did he kick me? We never even
that was the reason why I already labeled it out.
got to debate
I kicked him because he was being disingenuous and an asshole.
Uni Naruto. That was the whole reason why we were there.
No,
I don't think...
going back to the DMs, that wasn't the whole reason we were there. Like, I specifically said, right here, where was it? So you want to debate why versus battle wiki removed inaccessible speed in the calc. That was what I offered, right? So even in the beginning, I was pretty clear on what topic I wanted to debate. And then he brought up VSB, like Uni Naruto and stuff. Like, he was the one to initiate that conversation. That was just like side topics. I was like, yeah, we can do it, or whatever.
Yeah, so like it didn't just come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like in the very first thing we agreed to was inaccessible speed being removed off of versus battle wiki. Rest easy. Yeah, I will. Good night, man. Alright. I think now that
having to kick people...
the beast has been slain, I could probably go to bed easy tonight. Enjoy the rest of my fucking night.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty productive for the most part.
Yeah.
For
I hope
what
he
we could
watches
get
this stream and watches the end of it in particular. In fact, you guys should probably link it to him. Just watch the end of this.
I don't know if he'll like watch it after like all the memes and shit, because like we
Yeah.
decided to like calm down on everything like after all that. So but
Yeah, it's
who
like-
knows?
Either way, like, Surfbone, show me your meme real quick so the world can see it. The beast.
I think I had sent it to you, but yeah,
Here, let me
Surfbone's pretty proud of
Let
his
me just,
his meme. It's pretty solid. It looks cool.
happy. That's a good thumbnail. I might want to make that the thumbnail.
Yeah, dude.
I like that. And I got a bunch of messages. We'll have to peep all these later. If you guys are watching the stream, go ahead and post the memes in chat. The final meme rush. Go ahead and upload your favorite memes. You can send me. You sent me one too, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah, you sent me one that you wanted to show.
Oh no, it was just Surfbone.
Oh, okay. It's fine. So who won? You'll just have to watch the stream, brother.
Yeah. From here on, I'm like just gonna fucking do my thing. Because like I don't know if you watched my last video at all, but like I don't want to indulge in. Oh wait, let me see that. What does that say?
It says, just as you'd expect from him. He's puking stuff out of his mouth, and it's just plain creepy. Goose says, hey. Screw you, Goose. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Hope you guys all had a good time. It was fun. Goodbye. I love you all.
Bye.